I am not teaching, I am publicly learning. Hi and welcome to Learning for the Life in the UK test part 217, football part 2, while doing short-term impingement training. And if you participate in the short-term impingement training, that is at your own risk. You already heard that football is the most popular sport in the United Kingdom. It has a long history dating back to the 19th century. That in England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland there are leagues for each of the countries where the clubs are competing for the best club. That the English Premier League is also abroad in other countries watched television. And that many of the United Kingdom's football teams are competing in the UEFA Champions League, so in other countries. There are many British clubs so good that many of them can compete with the other Europeans best one. And that many towns and cities in the UK have their own biggest football club, and they have passionate supporters, and that can be sometimes cause rivalry between the supporters. Each country in the UK also has its own national team that competes with other national teams across the world in tournaments such as the FIFA, Fédération Internationale de Football Association, World Cup and the UEFA European Football Championships. So each country for UK, I think these are then Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland and England. So these are countries, I say. And every one of them has their national team. Maybe this has something to do with the leagues, who becomes the best one, but I'm not sure. It doesn't have to be. It could be that just they're competing, like who wins the championship, but the championship winner is not a European winner of a European European Cup or whatever it's called. So each country in the UK has their own national team, and they're competing across the world in the FIFA World Cup and in the UEFA European Football Championships. So two big football organizations where teams play against each other. England's only international tournament victory was at the World Cup of 1966, hosted in the UK. Why do we have an asterisk? England's only international tournament victory. Maybe because there are other international tournament victories which England has won. And that would be the one which we won was the World Cup 1966. And that is Bobby Moore who we have here. He captained the English football team that won the World Cup in 1966. So the World Cup in 1966 was not in Canada, it was in England. It was hosted by the United Kingdom, and Bobby Moore was the captain of the football team which won in the United Kingdom hosted football club for the United Kingdom. Football is also a popular sport to play in many local communities, with people playing amateur games every week in parks all over the UK. So not just professional people do this as an occupation, as their work, but also many amateur players or people playing in amateur games every week in parks or in smaller clubs. So football is not just done professionally by some people and watching television or in stadiums, but there are many people basically in every town, many people who are playing that in parks or in local clubs, in amateur games, and then on weekends they have also matches. So we're not just playing, but we're having then actual matches on the weekends, every week. Now with that we're through with football. The next thing will be rugby. We will do now the short impingement training, and then we're going to learning some notable British sportsmen and women. If you're here just for new things, you're not going to do anything new, and you're here for rugby, and you come back for the next part, you're doing now the short impingement training, and if you participate in that, that is at your own risk. I'm just warming a little bit up. We're going back for shoulders, up, front, and down. We're going back, up, front, and down. And another round. And now backwards in front, up, back, down, front, up, and down. And the last one. And now something similar. Make long arms and form the hands to fist. Now go as far as you can back with the shoulders. Now try to go further back with the shoulders while you lift them up. Try to lift the shoulders higher up while you bring them in front. Try to bring the shoulders further in front while you bring them down. Try to bring the shoulders further down while you bring them back. Try to bring them further back while you lift the shoulders up. Try to lift the shoulders higher while you bring them in front. Try to bring the shoulders further in front while you bring them down. And now the other way around. Try to bring the shoulders further in front while you lift them up. Try to bring the shoulders higher up while you bring them back. Try to bring the shoulders further back while you bring them down. Try to bring the shoulders further down while you bring them in front. Try to come further in front while you bring them up. And backwards, and last movement. So. Let's start back. The person is Ellie Simmons. Now we know, I know the things about Ellie Simmons. Ellie Simmons, that's the E. So we're having the 8. She won 8 gold medals, and she made her first Olympic appearance by the 2008 Olympic Games. And then she did the 4 following ones, and there she did won 8 medals. And she was the youngest member of the English team, British team by these 2008 Olympic Games, and she was swimming by the Paralympics. Where do we have the 8 from? Who won gold medals? She won 3 gold medals. And a number of world records. 8, 12 and 16. And someone else was with the 4, but it was with the 1984, but it was Jane Torvald and Christopher Dean. Figure skating or ice skating. But do we say basic ice dancing? Ice dancing, that's true. Ice skating is more distance running. Ice dancing. Figure skating, ice dancing. And then we're having Sir Andy Murray. Andy Murray, he won as the first British person, or he is Scottish, as the first British person at Grand Slam. That was the US Open 2012. Since 1937, where another British person had won a Grand Slam. And he won 2 times Wimbledon. And he won a gold medal in 2012 and 16 tennis. 2013 and 16 Wimbledon. And gold win again. So now gold 16. Not in 2012. 2012 the US Open. Not in 2012. Okay. He won the US Open 2012 and then Wimbledon in 13 and 16, and in 16 also won gold at the Olympic Games. And then we're having Dame Jessica Ines Hill, GEH. So the H was for heptathlon. She made some of this sport thing by the Olympic Games. They were doing 7 different disciplines. They are similar to the pentathlon. Something with running, maybe something with swimming, something with throwing. Different types. They're throwing a spear, they're throwing whatever, a bowl or whatever. So different exercises, different disciplines. And what did she won? I don't know. 2012 gold and 16 silver. And number of British records. 12 gold, 16 silver. Can you remember it? Not really. Okay, the next 2 exercises of the shoulder and bench training. We are standing a bit wide apart with the legs. We're coming to the knees. We're leaning forward with a straight leg. And we're letting the arms sink. We're turning the arms to the inside. And we're lifting the arms high up. And bringing them together. No, yes, we can do an exercise. Let's try with exercise. We're starting with an exercise. And we're straightening up. And we're bringing the shoulders down and together. So not just the arms high up and together. Shoulders down and together. All that at the same time. So bring the arms high up and together. Shoulders down. Now the knees, no, another time. Into the knees, hinge forward, for round way. With the arms hang, turn the arms to the inside, so the pressure on the triceps is not so much, to the inside. And then lift the arms high up and bring them together. Now straighten slowly up and bring the shoulders back, down and together. And now the arms high up, together, shoulders down. And the whole time. Try to come higher up with the arms, but down with the shoulders, together with the shoulders and also together with the hands. And now here our exercise. Into the knees, hinge forward, this time straight back, letting the arms hang, and we are hinging the scapulars together. And bend it further together. And the shoulders are not up by the ears, but down. Now make fists, and lift the arms up, hinge still the scapulars together. Now release the arms and the scapulars. And another time, into the knees, hinge forward with a straight back, with the arms hang, and pinch the scapulars together. With that. Now make fist, and bring the arms up, and pinch still the scapulars together. The arms go, and the scapulars. Let's do the last two exercises. Legs a bit wide, right a bit more, shoulder wide apart. We are lifting the arms up and we're just concentrating on what the scapula is doing. So we're basically not doing anything, we're just trying to develop an awareness for the scapulas. It will help us with the other exercise. And we're just concentrating, if this exercise causes pain, we'll not do it. We're just concentrating on the scapulas. Now we're opening up so that the humerus can come easily up, or the scapulas in the way. And the arms go outside, similar exercise, we're just observing the scapulas. The scapulas are going back together. Now the scapulas are following around the rib cage to the sides of the rib cage, more or less, and following the humerus, the scapulas back together, and again apart, following around the rib cage to the outside of the scapulas, and again back together, and the last time the scapulas are following, and again back. And now just a bit stretching. The arm in front, pull the arm in, so our shoulder stays back, shoulders down, putting the arm in, the thumb is up, and we're trying to relax the arm. You can slide slowly down with the arm. Try to relax the arm. The other arm in front, shoulders back, shoulders down, putting the arm in, thumb is up, trying to relax the arm. Slide slowly down. Try to relax the arm and fold it. And 2.5 minutes or something. So move far. We're going to look at it in the next part where Somalia is and where Norwich is. And he was born in Somalia, and he then represented Britain in the 2012 and 16 Olympic Games, and where he won in the 5,000 and 10,000 meters, was it? Yes, in 5,000 and 10,000 meters, and in 10,000 meters he won the first gold medal for Britain, and that's it. And then we're having Sir Bradley Wiggins. No, it was not the bicycle. The bicycle was Ahoy. I wanted to do something out of it, but I didn't want to sell it because that's not nice. He became the first Briton to win the Tour de France. He won the Tour de France in 2012. And he won 8 Olympic medals. Gold in 4, 8, 12 and 16. The Olympic Games of 4, 8, 12 and 16. Separately Wiggins. I have no two to remember, but I don't know if I can use them. So Bradley Wiggins, Tour de France 2012, and in 4, 8, 12 and 16 Olympic medals in total, 8 Olympic medals. And David Weir. Was that a wheelchair? David Weir, the wheelchair. He won 6 Olympic medals, something like that. He won 6 gold medals, and the London Marathon 6 times. Sir Bradley Wiggins, Tour de France. Maybe you can remember just like Sir Bradley Wiggins, Tour de France. Tour de France, Sir Bradley Wiggins. I don't know. I thank you very much and until the next time.